Hi, I'm Dan from Flexxable, and today we're going to talk about how to create webhooks and catch hooks in n8n in 2026. So if you know me, you'll know I'm not a tech guy, but I have a fantastic person on my team who is, and his name's Graham, and he's going to show you exactly how to do this, which means I'm going to pass you over to him. Enjoy.
Hey guys, and welcome to the video on n8n webhooks and catch hooks. We're going to be showing you how to use these with GoHighLevel today, and it was going to change your automation game if you don't have to do this already. So webhooks and catch hooks are a vital part of any marketing automation business. So it's vital that you kind of know this. n8n is free if you put it onto your own server as well, which is a lot cheaper than Zapier and other competitors, and it is my favorite at the moment. Now, the difference between catch hooks and webhooks: catch hooks are where it kind of catches data and pulls it into n8n, so you can use them inside any kind of software that you're using, like GoHighLevel. We use them a lot. The link goes through the catch hook. It collects all the data from that contact inside GoHighLevel or any other CRM you're using it with. It pulls it into n8n, and then you can use those fields dynamically down the line in any automations you want to build. So we're going to be showing you how to set up the catch hook first, which is incredibly easy. So just follow along on my computer. I've got n8n open right now. Now what you want to do first is you want to come to your main page. You want to go to create workflow, and then that will be a brand new empty workflow. And what we're going to do is going to add the first step, which is the trigger step, which is going to be webhook, but it's a catch hook. So this is what you'll see first and foremost. Now to build it properly, you want to change a few things. So you want to go to post instead of get. And I always like renaming the path, which is where basically the name of the catch hook. So let's do test n8n. And you see this area here next to post up here is basically your webhook that you're going to be using. Now, first and foremost, you have two types. There's a test URL and a production URL. When we're testing, we want to use the test URL, which you can see here. So I don't need to do any authentication, respond immediately. That's perfect. Let's go and copy this. You just click to copy. See the URL is being copied down there. Now we're going to go across to our first high-level sub accounts. We're going to be using two. We're going to be pulling data from one and sending it to another today. Okay. So first and foremost, we're going to go to automation, and we want to go and create a new one, which is going to be like the test web workflow for the test webhook. So we're going to call it test n8n. No trigger. We're just going to add a webhook node here. And in there, we're going to make sure it's post, and we're going to paste in the test URL that we've just copied from n8n. And we're going to press save. I'm going to publish this, and I'm going to save it in the top right-hand corner. Then what we're going to go and do is going to go and create a test contact. So let's go to our contact section in GHL. I'm going to add a contact, testy, test at testy.com. Number, do a fake number. There we go. And I'm going to save that contact now. Now what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go in the contact section, which should open up straight in front of you. I'm going to go to actions. I'm going to go to workflows, and I'm going to go and select that workflow we've just built. So I'm going to find test n8n. I'm going to add. And of course, I forgot to do something. Let's remove. First things first, what you want to go and do is you want to go and press listen for a test event. This tells n8n to listen for this person coming through. So once you've done that, go back and add them back into the test n8n. Add, and then we go back to n8n. That should have caught all the data. So the catch hook is working perfectly, as you can see. So that's perfect. Oh, just gone back. There we go. So that is the catch hook done. Let's go HTTPS. And cool. So this is what the kind of webhook facility looks like. So I'm going to walk you through how to build this. It looks a bit more confusing than it is. So when we're sending data to a CRM, so we're going to be sending it to another GHL account right now, we want to go and make sure the method is post. Now with APIs and webhooks, you normally are going to need a posting doc from whatever CRM you're using. So there'll be one for GHL, there'll be one for Salesforce, there'd be one for Prosper, whichever one you're sending it to, there will be an API posting doc. So I've created one for GHL for you guys, and if you want it, you're more than welcome to just pop a comment below and I'll send it across to you. So this is the posting doc. As you can see, it's got all the stuff we're going to need to build out this webhook. So the posting URL we're going to be using is this for GHL, and I'm just going to pop this into the URL section. And so you can see there's a few headers. Now, headers are here. So we're going to do send headers. And we're going to go header 1 is, header 1 is authorization. So we're going to copy this, paste that into the name. And then we're going to go and paste bearer. Ignore the pit token for now. I'm going to show you how we get that. But this is basically your API key. This is what allows you to post data to this URL. So it's very important that you get both the posting URL from the client or wherever you're doing it. If you're using GoHighLevel, you can just use this posting URL that I've got here. And then you're going to want the API key as well. Now in GoHighLevel, it's called private integration token. They've changed this recently. But elsewhere, it will be known as basically an API key or a token. So let's go and get the PIT token right now, which again is private integration token. So we want to go into the sub account that we want to send the data to, which is this one. We want to go down to settings, private integrations, and we're going to want to go and create a new integration. We're going to call it test n8n. Press next. I'm going to select all. This isn't like a web security guy would be probably annoyed that I'm doing this. You should only use the ones that you need, but I just do all of them just in case. And that is your PIT token here. And you want to go and you want to just make sure there's a space after bearer, paste in your token, and that's that done. Now we just want to go back here. What else do we need? So we need version, a version name. So I'm going to pop this and we're going to add another header. We're going to add version. Let's do another header after that as well. And I'm just going to paste in for the value this. And then we're going to then do content dash type in here. And then we're going to just do application / JSON as the value. So that's your kind of like security done, your headers done. That's basically signing your work with an API and a webhook. Now we want to go to the body. Now this is going to be this is a raw JSON. So we want to make sure that's in as such. So we want to go send body, and we're going to use JSON, and we're going to put using JSON. And then what I want you to go and do is I want you to just go and paste this in if you're using GHL. Now it's similar-ish for other CRMs, but there'll be different fields. So obviously you can see these, that's a GHL specific field, GHL field, GHL field. This is how GHL writes their fields. Each CRM has slightly different field names, so you want to make sure you're getting those in the posting doc as well. This is why I send these to clients when I want clients to send me their leads via API or webhook into GHL. This is what I send them. I update the PIT token to the sub account that I want it sent to, and I also update the location ID, which is very important that you get. All the other stuff has to be added by the client. So let's go and get the location ID. So we want to just go into your sub account settings where you already are, business profile, copy the location ID up here, and then in the, I won't do it here because I want to send that to you guys. Let's just copy the body first, use expression, make sure that's expression because you want to send dynamic data from the webhook. Paste that in here, and then you want to press this button here, and then you want to start doing things. So now we can go and copy the location ID, which then we're going to pop into here. There we go. Now the client's email field, this should be in here, but we'll ignore that for now. We'll change the source to static. So these are static. So there's a difference between static fields and dynamic fields. Static fields, you write something and it'll be the same for every lead that comes through the webhook. Dynamic fields will change depending on the contact's information. So we can just do test n8n is the source. We won't do the custom fields for now. So that's that. Now we want to make sure we're getting data through. So let's just go and publish for now. So we've lost some, didn't pin it right. Let's listen again and let's put this test lead through. This is in the other hub account now, the testing sub account where we're sending data from. Put it through the test n8n workflow again. That should pick it up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin data so I never lose it again. Whereas if you refresh the page or leave the page, you lose this data. If you pin it, you're going to keep it forever or until you pin something else. So I'm going to pin that. Now we can go across to the HTTP request and now we can start building our dynamic fields. So we want to just delete that out. We want to go and find the email and pop that in between the two speech marks. And we want to go and find client's phone field, which is this. Again, make sure it's in between the two quotation marks or speech marks. First name field, I'm going to go and put this in here. And then the last name field, we want to just go and pop in the last name. Cool. Now, if you are using GHL, I do have a specific video on how to API into GHL where you can find your custom fields and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to do it very basic for now just to show you how this webhook works. So that should all be good now. There's nothing else you need to do. So when we go back, I just want to show you inside this sub account where we're sending the data to. So this is the data, this is the sub account from sub account to. There are no contacts in here currently. So I'm just going to go and press execute step. Cool, there's not valid JSON, so I've obviously done something wrong. There we go, this bit here. It's part of the custom fields that I didn't delete out. That should fix it. Cool, that's gone through. Should be in here. If I refresh, it should have webhooked into this new GHL account. Let's refresh. There we go. So it's in, we click in, so we'll be able to see first name came through, last name came through, email and phone, and you can see that the context source came through as well, which is test n8n, which is where we sent it from. So once you know that's all working and it's all set up, you want to go back to your webhook, you want to go to the production URL, you want to copy that URL, and then you want to go and add it to the test n8n. And this is the webhook that you want to be using in your automations, wherever you want to use it. But let's just show you that it's working. So now what happens is you don't need to listen, you just send data through and it should work. So I'm just going to go and delete this lead out of our to account. There we go. Dismiss. And let's refresh to make sure that has gone. Let's make sure this is all published and all good. Publish, publish. So that's all working. So we can go back to our contact. Click in, actions, workflows. Let's go test n8n, added correctly. Now let's go see executions. So all these means that's all just test executions. This is the legit one that's just come through at 12:38. So you can just go and have a look in the logs. So that's the same lead that's come through and it has got a succeeded. Perfect. And then if we go in and refresh, the lead will be there. Perfect. So there we have it. That's how you set up a catch hook and a webhook. We use them all the time here for whatever reason it is, we can just pull data out, send it to AI agents, they can send data back in. They're brilliant, basically. And in 2026, this is kind of what you want to be doing in your marketing game. And n8n is by far, in my opinion, the best automation platform out there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it made sense. Any questions, do pop any questions you have below and I will get back to you. And if you want the posting doc that I have there for GHL, again, just comment anything that you want it below and I'll get that over to you. Okay guys, thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video with Graham today. I hope you've got some valuable resources to be able to go and do this yourself. But if you are struggling, not to worry, we've got a group in school. It's called the AI Automation Agency Ninjas and Graham hangs out there all the time. You should go hit him up. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.